The good old days are not over, okay? Let's be honest here. We're about to experience quote unquote the good old days because the good old days are in the current moment. Let's stop talking about the good old days. Let's talk about college because if you're watching this, I'm assuming or guessing you're going into college your freshman year. And if you're not already starting already, then you're starting in a few weeks. So let's break this video up. I'm going to break it up for you into three parts. And the last part is very, very important because it was the word I chose for this year for me to focus on. And I'd like to share the knowledge and insight to you, but it's only for those who are patient. So the first thing I want to talk about is what do you want from college? Because it's going to fly by. And I think that's something we need to lock in. Time is extremely odd. Think about your freshman year of high school. Bro, it seems like seconds ago. What happened? Now imagine that, but at 2 times the speed. That's basically what college is going to be like for you. So in a second, your college experience is going to be over. And it doesn't really touch your mind or feel your mind or, well, okay. It doesn't really matter as of right now because, you're just starting. It's okay. I don't have to worry. I got so much time in front of me. But I think this is where things start to amp up. And one example I like to look at is from the year age 5 to 6, that 1 year is like 20% of your life. So it seems so long. And that's why as kids, they're like, are we there yet? Or this is taking forever. Maybe it's because they don't have good time management. But now look at it from the perspective of for going from year 100, if most of us aren't going to live to 100, but say you lived till you're 100 years old, going from, or let's say like 99, here's my analogy. Let's say we live until 99 years old. For going from 99 to 100 years, that 1 year is 1% of our life. That's it. Think about that. Okay. To like a young kid, that 1 year is an extremely long time, but to that really, really old person, might be you, it's just a blink of an eye. So we have to go into college understanding that time is going to start moving quicker, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because number two, we have opportunities to just do whatever we want. Now you can go party and you can go do drugs or you can go do whatever. Maybe you skip classes or maybe you decide, let's actually try. Let's actually learn stuff going into my career. And if you don't want to, that's totally fine. It makes it easier for the rest of us. We don't have to study as hard because at least for me, I don't want to go into college just to have fun. I want to go into college to learn. And I love learning. I don't know about you. Learning is awesome. So why not learn now? Why not keep learning on your own time? Because I don't know it. I don't know many people who can or like that read when it's not performative because people only read to like look like they're a reader. I don't know many people who read books anymore. Is that a bad thing? I mean, kind of from like a collective community standpoint because there's so much knowledge in books and it forces you to sit and think of the words as you go by. It's extremely slow and gruesome process compared to just scrolling on your phone. Speaking of which, that's what I'm kind of talking about is just what do you want to do with your time? What do you want to do with your life? Which you don't have to have a set plan. It's just how do you want to spend the hours of your day? Because everyone gets 24 hours. How do you want to spend it? Very basic. Now, the last thing I want to share with you, and I told you this is extremely important, is how am I going to set up to be the person I want to be in 4 years? Because if you don't set up the good habits now, either you're A, not ever going to set them up, or B, it's too late and it takes more time. Granted, you can not do anything until you're 40 and then lock in and make a bunch of money, but money's not really the term of success, at least in my metric. So I want you to really spend some time, like if you can, and if you're actually really want to do this, I really propose this because I think this will really set you apart from most college students. Is I want you to X out your phone. I know. I want you to set a 5-minute timer and just think for a second, just in silence, just by yourself if you can. Who do I want to be? How do I want to spend my time? And just think and sit there because we don't really do that anymore as a generation. It's every day super hyper optimized, or you're just on your phone. But like, I'm saying this from a standpoint that I'm actually exactly where you are, because I do the same things, and I speak these challenges to you, or I give you guys these challenges because I think it's exactly what I need. So I'm gonna do it as I leave this video. I propose you do it, and if you do not never want to see me again, please subscribe, because it only gets better from here, right? Okay, please do it. Godspeed.